All right. We tried to start it, but it didn't quite work. We're going to re-jump it again. Welcome to tonight's basketball game between the St. John's Redskins and Ganado Hornets. Tip-off right now. St. John's gets the tip back to number 5, Afton Cox. Good to be with you tonight. Thanks for being along with us. This is Michael Whiting. Also have Miss Celeste Robertson here tonight, one of our guest announcers. Happy to have her along board, and of course, courtesy of Judge Mike Latham, our Apache County Superior Court judge, and Teen Legacy Productions. We'll talk more about that tonight. Our production crew, Victor Chavez, the captain of the whole ship, as St. John's with an errant pass gets away from Mr. Hunter Jarvis, number 23, so Ganado going to get the ball out with just about 30 seconds gone here in the first period. Ganado taking the ball out right now on the floor, getting that for Ganado number 5. That's Wyatt James. And St. John's going into a kind of a slack press, not a crazy full court press. So number 3, that's Alfred Reed for the Hornets, gets called for carry. We may have Mr. Paul Hancock on our broadcast as well tonight to explain calls like that to us. Carry there by number 3, Alfred Reed. And that shot by number 3, a little bit long over the top there for Charlie Humphreys. Looking for that three-pointer. Same spot, back out to the point guard. That's Mannery. You got to watch number 24, D'Angelo. He usually will pull the trigger on that three-pointer, but he gets called for travel right there. Foot gets down just before the ball gets down. So with that, almost 1 minute off in the first period, as St. John's still in that press, still wanting to put a little pressure on the Ganado Hornets. Glad they're here tonight. A Monday night game. We don't see those very often. So we're excited for that. St. John's plays again tomorrow against Blue Ridge. And number 30 with the ball right there, that is Garrett Paddock. He's one of the starters for the Ganado Hornets, number 30. You'll see him underneath doing some rebounding, working down there. Nice shot right there by number 42. May have got hit on the arm, he says. Number 42, that's Dorian Mills. He got hit on the arm but didn't get called for it, so his shot was a little bit short. Dorian Miles, number 42 for the Hornets. You're going to see him shoot a little more tonight. He plays out on the perimeter. Celeste, what are you seeing tonight so far? You usually call the girls' games. What do you see so far in the first minute and a half of this boys' game? What's different?
Yeah, so the main differences between the boys and the girls' games, the boys' game is a much faster-paced game. The girls, you'll see them set up an offense, running some pretty pre-constructed plays, whereas the boys are a much more faster-paced game, just running the offense as they go. And number 3 for the Hornets will lose the ball there, so the St. John's Redskins will get the ball going back the other way.
That's Alfred Reed for the Hornets on the loss there. You see a lot of him now. He's a great player for the Hornets. Number 21 for St. John's, that is Jordan Mannery. He is the 6-foot senior for the Redskins. He's really doing well as a point guard this year, maturing a lot. And D'Angelo pulls the trigger and gets the bounce and the roll. First points of the game with just about 2 minutes off in this first period. Number 24, Jordan Mannery gets it over to D'Angelo. And he puts it in for 3 for the Redskins. So with just 2 minutes off the clock right now, that's a nice move right there by number 42. You'd like to see him take that all the way in for the Hornets. A triple team right there. Looking for a shot from that outside corner. It's up and over that block. Makes it go a little bit long. And Jordan Mannery, the point guard, gets the rebound, doing a good job right there, bringing it up the floor.
We're going to get another traveling call, so the Hornets will get
Is
the ball
that
back.
2 traveling calls or 3 so far? Now, we got a lot of traveling calls going down tonight.
It's at least 2.
At least 2. He just got a little too excited. His feet got ahead of his hands.
That is Mr. Paul Hancock. Ladies and gentlemen, happy to have him along here tonight. I got him a seat right here, but he's standing up because he's one of the best officials in the state, so he's up. He wants to see the game. He will break down all the calls for you. We won't charge you any extra to listen to Mr. Paul Hancock, one of the best officials in the state, break this game down for you, all the calls and everything. So as Ganado takes it out, Mr. Humphreys putting some pressure on him right there. Probably going to get called for a foul. That's probably going to be a foul on number 3, and that's going to be Charlie Humphreys. And looks like we're going to have number 30 go to the line. That is Grant Paddock. He's one of the starters for the Hornets tonight. He's going to try to cut this lead to 1 point on those foul shots right there.
Yeah, Mr. Humphreys was in a great position, but he decided to bring his hand down, try to swat the ball, make an ESPN highlight film. Just put it up there. He's so long, so tall. It's tough to get that shot over him. he's not going to make it. Just play good position defense right there, and you're okay.
Grant Paddock, he's out right now, number 30 for the Ganado Hornets. He is a 3-year starter, played 3 years for the Hornets. One of his favorite movies, Remember the Titans. What a great movie. So Grant Paddock puts the ball in, Remember the Titans. He's going to try to win the first game of the year for the Ganado Hornets. They're looking for their first win. They're going to be depending on Grant Paddock tonight as he goes to the line, gets one of the two, and St. John's with a shot long. Little NBA there from number 24, D'Angelo Spencer for the Redskins. But Afton Cox, number 5, comes away with the rebound, which is stolen by Alfred Reed for the Hornets. Gets the ball back with just about 5 minutes to go here in the first period. 3 fouls on the Redskins so far, none on the Hornets. The Hornets doing a good job, playing a good, clean game so far. That's a nice weave right there with the offense. It just comes off short for number 5, Wyatt James. So St. John's going to get the ball back. Yeah. We've got great staff. We've got Caden Castleberry here, Victor Chavez. We've got Kel Hancock. We've got a lot of folks helping us tonight, and we actually have info on the players. Ganado was kind enough to fill out a bunch of info for us, so we're going to be highlighting the players tonight for Ganado as well. This is the only time we'll probably see them here at the St. John's home gym. So if you're watching tonight from Ganado, welcome. We've got some great information for you. Some stuff you didn't even know about your own players you're going to hear tonight. Favorite songs, favorite movies, favorite colors, stuff like that. So what they want to do after high school. So we're excited about that. So number 24, D'Angelo, taking it out right now for the Redskins. It's a good steal right there.
Yeah, that was great, keeping himself inbounds, going around like that on the baseline. It's tough to do, so great job.
Nice kick out right there. Just a little bit short off the rim. Picked up by number 3, but kicked back to number 21, Jordan Mannery, the 6-foot senior for the Redskins. Gets it back over to D'Angelo Spencer. He's not afraid to pull the trigger. So Ganado, we said defense. It looks like a 2-3. And Hunter Jarvis goes up, but it's stolen by number 3, Alfred Reed for the Hornets with a nice pass up there to number 42. Just gets right through Dorian's hands. He doesn't quite bring it down, so going to go back to St. John's.
I'd like to see Hunter, once he gets the ball in the post area like that, be a little bit more decisive and quicker. You get slow and the zone collapses on you, and the ball gets taken out of your hands pretty quickly. So
it's what Celeste was saying. It's got to happen real quick.
Yeah, Celeste is right.
Oh, nice tip right there by number 5, Jaden Smith for the Hornets, but the Redskins get it back. Afton Cox looking to take 3. Back out top. Mannery with the ball for St. John's. Back over D'Angelo Spencer. That's a good pass down to Hunter Jarvis. And we're going to get a call on number 50. I hope I'm saying this right. Rarice. Or Rarice. It's R-A-R-I-C-E. Rarice So. Got the last name for sure. We'll just call him R-So. But Arso, number 50 for the Hornets, going to pick up his first foul. That's a first-team foul. D'Angelo Spencer taking it out for the Redskins underneath. Gets it over to Winters. Winters back to Mannery. Mannery looking underneath for that rotation on D'Angelo, but he didn't get across quick enough. So Mannery sets it back up. Ganado in a 2-1-2. Sometimes looks like a 2-3. That's going to be an air ball for D'Angelo Spencer. But his teammate, number 1, Jordan Winters, the 6'3 junior, off the glass, puts it back in, gives St. John's a 4-point lead. And with that air ball, D'Angelo Spencer has to buy donuts for everybody on the team. That's how it goes.
I want to be on that team.
Yeah.
I like donuts.
You air ball it, it's a donut for the team. Show up with a dozen donuts. Nice move right there by number 50, Arso. Rariso.
Yeah, great job. He found a hole in the defense, slid through it. His teammate found him in rhythm. He was able to get the easy layup. That's good basketball for Ganado right there.
So Ganado looking for their first win of the season. St. John's actually on a 3-game win streak right now. 3-game win streak. They beat Round Valley, also Ganado and Mini Farm. So another foul going to be called right there on Ganado. Number 23, that is Hunter Jarvis, the 6'4 senior for the St. John's Redskins. Goes to the line. He's going to get a shoot 2. He tried to go up strong. And if you're going to have him foul, the way to do it is make sure they don't get the basket. And Ganado did a good job at that. Hunter Jarvis, he is a senior. He's been playing for 4 years in the program. He hits that first shot. His favorite movie, Iron Man. You got to love Tony Stark's, right? So Iron Man, his favorite movie. I don't know about this reading lab. That's his favorite class, is reading lab. Man, I wish I had reading lab in high school. That'd have been great.
I'll tell you, it's been the best class I ever went to.
Best class in high school other than PE or senior release, huh?
Right.
All right, so the Redskins still in that full court press. It looks like it's a man press. Going to get called for a foul right there. Just returns the favor. I think that's going to be on, is that on number 23, Hunter Jarvis? If it is, that's going to be the 4th team foul.
Looks like that one's on Felix Begay.
It is on Felix Begay. Felix Begay checks into the game for the Redskins, gets a foul. Jordan Mannery on the fast break goes to shoot. Nice slap away right there by number 10 for Ganado. Mr. Key for Ganado, doing a great job out there. Number 10 gets the ball away. Does get called for the foul, so that's going to be his first of the game. And he's going to shoot right here. Jordan Mannery off the line with a nice little shot. Redskins 7, Ganado 3 with just over 2 minutes to go here in the first period. And with that basket, they're up by 5 now, 8-3. So Jordan Mannery looking to get it. Thank you. Jordan Mannery's favorite movie, Stand By Me. What a great movie for a point guard, man.
That was a good movie.
Doing a good job standing by his team tonight, working hard. He's really matured as a point guard, handling the ball, playing defense, all the things that a point guard has to do. What a great steal right there by Hunter Jarvis, but turns it right back over and gives it right back to number 4, Asher Rabin, the 5'10 junior for the Redskins. Stolen by number 3. Alfred Reed with the Hornets goes strong to the basket, gets it, and gets to shoot one so he can get the three-point play right here and cut the lead to 3 if, in fact, he makes his foul shot. Alfred Reed, his favorite movie. You got it for us?
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Which Fast and Furious? There's like 15 of them.
I was going to say, I think roughly either 8 or 9. I think I quit after 3 or 4. But Alfred Reed, number 3 for the Ganado Hornets. He is a junior. He's been playing basketball since the 6th grade. His favorite movie is Fast and Furious. Favorite class, PE. Man after my own heart. Misses the last part of that three-point play, so Redskins bring it back down. Miss Robertson, you haven't said a whole lot so far.
Just enjoying the game. It's a much faster-paced game than the girls' game that I'm used to, but so far I think both teams are pushing hard. We'll see how that goes for the rest of the game, see if they can keep the same pace throughout the whole game. I think both teams could control the ball a little bit better. The ball's been flying all over the place, a lot of steals on both sides. So
that's a beautiful basket right there by number 3. Alfred Reed came off that rotation and just pulled up, got his feet set, shoulder square, nice shot.
Yeah, that's great basketball. Working the screen, working the ball around, got a nice, easy 15-foot jump shot. It was pretty.
So Asher Rabin with a big three-pointer. Number 4 for the Redskins, Asher Rabin, the 5'10 junior. Hits a three-point, puts the lead back up to 5 for St. John's. That was a good idea right there by number 3, Alfred Reed, running the court like that, and the pass was just a little bit off, but another good try right there by number 32 for the Hornets, Ethan Harvey. But Hunter Jarvis comes away with the rebound, gets it back to his point guard, number 21. That is Jordan Mannery. Again to Asher Rabin in the corner. Oh, almost in and out. Alfred Reed with the rebound for the Hornets, gets it over to his teammate number 5, Wyatt James. And with 15 seconds to go, it's going to go St. John's way. We got a carry again. Explain that to us a little bit.
Well, the carry rule, it used to be that if the ball came to rest in the palm of your hand, it was an illegal dribble. They called it palming carry. They changed it last year to where it's basically if your hand goes further than a handshake, then we're supposed to call it an illegal dribble or the carry.
Okay.
So there should be a lot more of them being seen as we're trying to clean up the dribbling. Because if you allow the dribbler to have the ball hesitate like that, you can't guard him.
No, you can't.
It's such an advantage to the offense to do that. So we're trying to clean that up.
They can take extra steps with that up in there and just keep on moving.
Change directions.
While we're talking about our officials tonight, Robert Rivera
is out of the Sholo, Pine Top area. Jonah Beach, the mayor of Sibicu.
The mayor of Sibicu.
And Randall Allen lives over by
Sibicu
Sholo.
Wildcats, huh?
Yeah, he actually coached their football team, and they got the sportsmanship awards this last year.
That's outstanding.
So he did a great job down there. He's a good guy, veteran official. I think he got his 25-year card this year.
Wow.
So
wow.
He's been doing it for 25 years. So
doing it longer than all these players have been alive, so that's super awesome. So those are officials tonight, Robert Rivera, Jonah Beach, and Randall Allen. Gentlemen, thank you for being here tonight. I know it's a drive. We appreciate you coming here on a Monday night. We have great officials in Northeast Arizona, from Dennahotso, T, Sweetwater, Red Mesa, all the way down, Alpine, Blue Ridge, Sholo, Round Valley, St. John's, Holbrook, Winslow, just all these great schools, great officials. We've got some of the best basketball in the state. So with that end of that first period, St. John's 12, Ganado 7, Miss Celeste Robertson, what does Ganado need to do to cut this lead or even take the lead against the Redskins?
Well, I think the Redskins, the boys, are out rebounding Ganado quite a bit. They're getting a lot of second chance shots on the offensive boards, and then they're out rebounding Ganado on the other side as well. So Ganado's going to need to box out, get some of those rebounds, and cut down on the Redskins offense if they want to cut this lead.
You hit the nail on the head. Offensive rebounds, those will kill you if you're not getting them, and they are. So Ganado's got a little bit of a height disadvantage with Riley Green in the game. Call his name, he gets the steal right on cue, number 22, and almost a block by Jordan Mannery, but a great shot by number 42. Dorian Miles for the Hornets cuts the lead to 3, and Jordan Mannery going down the left side, looking for a pass to come in there. Heard the hay, thought it was from number 20 in Ganado. Ball gets away from him as well, so St. John's going to get the ball back on the floor right now for St. John's. Number 5, Afton Cox. Number 21, Jordan Mannery. Number 4, Asher Rabin. Number 22 is Riley Green. And number 3 down there is Charlie Humphreys. That's who's on the floor for the St. John's Redskins. For the Ganado Hornets, it's number 42, Dorian Miles. Number 5, Wyatt James. Number 3's out there, Alfred Reed. He's had a good game so far. Number 20, Nashawn Begay is also out there, and that's a nice put-in.
That's a great pass. Saw it from the top of the key. Sees him cutting underneath the basket and gets it there for an easy 2.
That's beautiful.
That's good teamwork.
You got to make your point guard look good. You got to be moving if you don't have the ball. Everybody away from the ball has got to be moving. Either coming to the ball, going away from the ball. Nice steal right there by number 3, Charlie Humphreys, the 6'2 senior. And then number 42, Dorian Miles for the Hornets gets called for the foul in the backcourt. So that's going to be the 4th team foul for the Ganado Hornets in the first for number 42, Dorian Miles.
Yeah, those fouls frustrate coaches. You know, you're 70 feet from the
Oh,
basket
right.
and you're committing a silly foul.
Clearing the backcourt, it's a frustration foul, and you just can't do that. So number 22, Riley Green with the ball out there. Obviously has a height advantage, but gets called for 5 seconds. Mr. Hancock, explain that to us. Explain that to our viewing audience.
When you have the ball, you technically can hold the ball for right almost at 15 seconds because you can hold it for 5 or almost 5, and then you can dribble for 5 or almost 5, and then you can hold it again. But once you hit 5, it turns into a turnover, trying to credit the defense for doing their job well.
Oh, wow, nice move right there.
And you have to be within 6 feet to get that call.
Okay, so he was on him. Riley Green got called for that. And Jordan Mannery, number 21, with a great move down the right. Yeah, he called it. Yeah, Jordan Mannery with a great move. Right side, going in, penetrates. Good elevation up over top and gets it in. So St. John's with a 7-point lead, 16-9 with just about 6 minutes to go here in this second period. The Hornets doing a good job with their passes. They have a lot of cutting, some good screens and whatnot, and that's a nice shot right there off the top of the key, just on the left-hand side. Number 5, Wyatt James.
This is a tough game for St. John's. Last week they went up to Ganado and put it on them pretty well. So sometimes when you have a quick turnaround like that and you're one big, it gets into your head, especially as a teenage boy, and maybe you don't play as hard.
That's right. And right there, number 3, Alfred Reed gets called for foul number 5, Afton Cox. So Afton Cox will go to the line, shoot 2. The team fouls are all tied up now, 5-5 for each team.
You know, vice versa, Ganado's probably playing a little bit harder, trying to avenge the embarrassment they got last week. So
right.
It's a good opportunity for Ganado to maybe come in and steal one.
So number 5 goes out of the game. Afton Cox on line, one of my favorite players. I always say this every game if I get the chance. His favorite singer is Frank Sinatra. Oh, Blue Eyes. I love Frank Sinatra. What a great kid. What a great favorite singer to have.
Right?
I think we should have him sing a Frank Sinatra song at halftime for us. Get him the mic. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, get him to dress up with the hat and the little smoker jacket thing they have on back there that the crooners used to wear.
100%. Riley Green with a big rebound up to Jordan Mannery, who's pushing it up on the left side. Cuts to the middle lane, goes right around, and almost scores. Going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, that one I'd like to see Jordan kind of hang out a little bit and give it to the big guy who's hustling down the court. Get him a layup. Say thanks for working so hard, big guy.
That trailer right there, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
As a big guy yourself playing college ball, you can appreciate that.
Yeah, you know what? You're putting the effort in. You get a steal, rebound, and you're sprinting to the other end of the court. Yeah, give me the ball. I got all the momentum.
Just avoid the charge, and we're rolling. You get your 2 points, right?
Yeah, but if you hit them hard enough, they're not going to be there the second time.
That's true. That is very true. Mannery gets both of them, number 21 for St. John's. St. John's up to a 9-point lead now with about 5:20 to go here in the second period. Ganado doing a good job breaking this press that St. John's continues to run. Doing some nice weave out top, some good moves underneath the basket. Like to see one more screen on that top side. Number 3, Charlie Humphreys, with his second steal of the night, doing a great job. And here comes Jordan Mannery using that big body of Riley Green as the screen goes right around and scores. So St. John's takes its first double-digit lead of the night, doubled up the score, 22-11.
Yeah, they're playing a little bit better team-wise in the second quarter and starting to pull. That was a great screen by Riley. And great use of this screen.
Right, Jordan Mannery thinking, hey, that's the biggest kid on the court. I can get around that.
Yeah.
Go right to the top.
Takes a tank of gas to get around him. So
a full take. Number 4, Jaden
kid.
Smith with a great drive on the baseline on number 4 for St. John's. And all number 4 could do, Asher Raymond, is reach out and grab him so he didn't score. So we got that.
Yeah, Riley's a big kid, but he moves well. He gets up and down the court really well, sets the screen really well. So
he's hustling out there.
One of those kids that you really want on your team because he can make a lot of things happen for you.
So Ganado calls a timeout. And I'm going to ask you the opposite question, Ms. Robertson. What do you think St. John's needs to do defensively to keep shutting down, or offensively to increase the score against Ganado?
Well, I think they definitely need to reduce their fouls. Both teams have 6 fouls, so 1 more each, and we're going to start going to the free throw line and bonus. So, but St. John specifically, they need to move their feet and stop the drive. They're doing a pretty good job of getting their hands on the ball and knocking passes away, but just not get lazy on defense, move their feet, and continue to be aggressive.
We saw St. John's. I don't know if you saw the game last week, or either Mr. Hancock or Ms. Robertson, but St. John's got ahead of Round Valley by double digits deep into the third period, and they kind of just let up. They kind of slacked off. They kind of stopped, and Round Valley came back and actually made it very close. I think they cut the lead to either 4 or 5 points going into the fourth period, and then St. John's was able to pull away again. But you'd like to see St. John's be able to keep this lead up if that's what if Coach Wade has got him in the same offense and the same players on the floor coming out right now. It looks like he does. So they need to learn how to keep the gas pedal down, so to speak, and not get up by, say, 10 points and kind of let off.
Yeah, sometimes when you start getting ahead of a team a little bit, you relax. And the great teams don't. The great teams, once they get you down a little bit, they work a little bit harder because they want to be able to sit on the end of the bench and laugh and have a good time. So.
Yes, like the great MPC teams used to do.
Yeah, we used to have our jack squad. Get in there and you jack it up.
That's right. So St. John still running a man right now. Riley Green.
Look at that. Look at that hustle. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice dish right
That's
there.
That's a great one.
But he's going to be called for charging number 5 on number 5. So number 5 for the Hornets. That's Wyatt James. He gets called for the charge on number 5. That's Afton Cox, the 5'11 senior for St. John's. So that is the 7th foul. Tell me why. It is because it's a defensive foul. Is that why St. John's doesn't get to go to the line when they get to the 7? Nice steal right there.
Yeah, anytime you have an offensive foul, whether it be a player control or a team control foul, we don't shoot free throws.
Sure.
So just only when the defense fouls or when there's no control. Like when you put a shot in the air, you have no control, so there'd be a rebounding foul.
Yes.
Or a throw in. There's no team control for that purpose.
So there you go, folks. Now you know. That's why when the 7th foul was put up there, St. John's did not go to the line on a 1-on-1.
Yeah, and they changed the signals this last year. We used to have a punch for team control fouls, and now we go the same as the player control behind our head. And last week before, I had a coach that got pretty upset because we weren't shooting free throws when it hit 7. I'm like, Coach,
right.
It's a team control foul. It's an illegal screen. Team control foul. We don't shoot free throws on that. We just move on.
That's a great explanation. It won't cost you anymore. I keep saying that. it's all part of the admission. Thank you to Judge Mike Latham, our Apache County Superior Court judge, for making all this happen, getting all this equipment, getting all the kids together. We'll be broadcasting games all over Northeast Arizona this year and next year. With COVID this year, we weren't able to get up to a lot of the teams we wanted to go to. We've been limited to a few gyms and a few games. Glad to bring you this one tonight, but huge thank you to Judge Mike Latham, our Apache County Superior Court judge, getting the equipment, getting the high school kids together, getting the cameras, and, of course, Mr. Paul Hancock wearing many hats here tonight. One of them is the king of officiating, also the director of Apache County Probation, and then also Mr. Victor Chavez. We talked about him a little bit earlier, but he's the one that sets it all up, runs it, has the boards going, the switcher. He has all of the knobs and controls, the TV screens, the instant replays, all the fun stuff that goes on during the game. So a huge thank you to those three gentlemen for bringing this to us. And Miss Celeste Robertson, thanks for being here tonight, announcing with us.
Absolutely.
You were a great high school player yourself a few years ago. What are you seeing out of Jordan Manor? You saw him play the first couple games of the season, and then you've had a chance to see him play for almost 2 periods tonight. What do you see that he's improved on?
I think just his overall confidence as a basketball player as he hits that second free throw. So he's got 8 points with that free throw on the night, which is a third of St. John's overall points. So, but just coming from that first game, he's more confident in driving the ball to the basket. He's making a lot more baskets as well. So it's good to see. And his favorite teacher is Miss Overson. So.
Oh, right on.
Miss Overson. Everyone loves Miss Overson.
Everybody likes Miss Overson. I don't know what I want to be in Miss Overson's class because apparently there's a lot of fun stuff going on in there.
Yeah, she does a lot of good things. So
I'm going to have to talk to Jordan Manor after the game and see why Miss Overson is his favorite teacher. All right, Riley Green to the line for his first chance at some points tonight. He goes just off the back of the rim. So into the game for Ganado comes number 50, Mr. Rice So. And out of the game goes number 30. And that's Grant Paddock, one of the starters for the Hornets.
He's already got 3 fouls on the night, so his coach is going to bring him out, give him some time on the bench so he doesn't foul out here in the first half.
And Riley Green, number 22, gets his first point of the night. Yeah, you don't want to see one of your stars with 3 fouls with over 3 minutes to go in the second period. That is not good.
Riley Green's got the Bill Walton look going on there with the curly hair and the sweatband on underneath. The big guy running the floor.
Oh, it goes all the way up over the top.
Great call.
Great call right there, huh? Good hustle by number 4, Jaden Smith, to get in front of him.
Yeah, everyone wants to talk about the block charge call. It's like, well, he wasn't set. He was still running. He was still moving. But if you look at it, he got to the spot prior to the offensive player, which gives us the player control foul. Great hustle.
Good job right there, Jaden Smith. Way to get in front.
We were just talking about Grant Paddock having 3 fouls. Well, Charlie Humphreys picks up his 3rd there, so he's going to be in foul trouble for the rest of the game. So it'll be interesting to see how long Coach Waite keeps him in here in the first half.
And he's one of the starters for St. John's, number 3.
But I think he's going to be there a while because there's no one at the bench or at the table.
No one at the table. So Charlie Humphreys, do not get your 4th foul. And Riley Green draws the foul on number 50. Rice So for the Ganado Hornets.
Yeah, I think we almost had a travel there. It looked like Jonah had a palm in the air saying he had a violation, but Robert overruled him and said, I had a foul first.
So who has position on that if you're an official right there on that call? Is it the official on the baseline because he can see it better, or is there no one that has the call, just whoever sees it?
We all have our primary areas,
okay,
but a lot of times they go over each other, they overlap each other. So that was probably a gray area one.
Okay.
I'd like to see Jonah keep that one because he had the better view through the play.
Okay.
But Robert can kind of see if there was contact away from it because Jonah's looking through the back of the players too. But you really want to get that straight view through the players and not straight lined.
So he does call the foul. And then down on this end, going to be called on number 4, I believe, Asher Rabin, the 5'9 junior. And that's going to be –
no, he got that on Afton.
Oh, that's on Afton Cox. Okay. Mr. Frank Sinatra himself, Afton Cox, getting called right there.
As hard as Afton plays, though, he has 1 foul.
I'm not saying – he's a great football player, super aggressive, great defender. So good to see him be controlled enough to only have 1 foul with just 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in the second period. Number 5, Wyatt James for the Ganado Hornets. Second shot off the line comes off short, and Riley Green with a nice rebound right there. Gets tangled up with number 30.
Yeah, that's a physics question right there.
Yep. Asher Raven. He's 1 for 3 tonight from three-point land, shooting 33%. His shots are super close. Just a couple inches off the back of the rim on that one.
Ooh, there's number 4.
So, Celeste Robertson, you called it. How long is he going to be out there, and how many fouls is he going to get? So,
Well, it looks like Jordan Winter is headed to the check-in table, so he's probably going to come in. Yep, Charlie Humphries is going to take a seat for probably the remainder of the first half here.
we haven't seen anybody foul out in the first half so far this year, so that would be a first. So,
You haven't seen me play, so.
yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah. Foul out in the first half. You got to make sure you're either up by a lot or down by a lot so no one remembers it, because you definitely don't want to leave it close. So,
Yeah.
this is Nashawn Begay for the Hornets. Beautiful shot, nice form, good rotation on the ball. Like his shoes too, by the way. But he makes that front end of that 1-and-1. His favorite movie? Where is it? Back to the Future. Back to the Future with the great Michael J. Fox and the DeLorean.
The DeLorean.
DeLorean, Back to the Future.
88 miles an hour.
Okay. You've seen the movie.
About 1,000 times, I think.
You got to be old like we are to know to watch that movie. And Riley Green, the no-jump rebound, almost gets it in, gets away. So St. John's up by 12 with 2 minutes to go here in this second period. I would love to see a three-point shot right there by Rice, but it's not going to happen.
I'd like to see Ganado square up and take a little bit better shot there.
Asher Raven with nice hustle, tries to get the steal, but it goes out of bounds, so Ganado going to get the ball back.
You know, St. John's got that 11-point lead a little while ago, and Ganado said they're going to keep right here with us for a bit, so it's 25-13.
Nice hustle by Afton Cox right there again. So Ganado with a chance on a three-point play to get back into single digits, cut this lead down to single digits. They've got some shooters on the team that can definitely do it. Nice drive right there by number 4. Draws the foul and gets the three-point possibility a different way. Instead of 20 feet behind the iron, it's 2 feet close, and he's going to get a chance right here. Number 4, that is Jaden Smith for the Hornets. Nice drive right there, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Oh,
Go to the bucket hard, finish strong, get the 2, hopefully get 3 out of it.
Ms. Robertson is on it with all the information she gathered
She's
on
awesome.
these Ganado Hornets. All right, you ready for this? Do you know what that is?
Is that
His favorite.
Hitman's Bodyguard?
Yeah, Hitman's Bodyguard. That's his favorite movie for Jaden Smith, number 4. His favorite subject in school, Jaden Smith, number 4 for the Hornets, is super smart. It's algebra.
Oh, he's one of those kids.
Algebra 2. He's like Celeste Robertson. He's going to end up being the valedictorian of his class. Loving it. And with the breakaway, number 5 for the Hornets, just a little bit long. Wyatt James, rebound by Jordan Mannery, who's double-teamed on the edge. Talk us through that blocking foul right there.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough one right there.
Okay.
By the rule book, if the defender can get to within 3 feet of the sideline,
Okay.
then the play has to be on the offensive player. So it was right in that gray area. He's just sliding, got over there a little bit too late, and is able to get the blocking foul and get to the line.
So it's 3 feet. So if you can get over there on the edge, inside of 3 feet.
Yeah, once you're within 3 feet of the sideline, baseline,
Okay.
then it's on the offense to not get the contact.
Okay.
And when the offense gets contact within 3 feet, it should be always player control foul on that one. So that was close. I don't know.
That's good to know, though. It's good to understand that.
Randall Allen's right on top of that one, so I'm sure he's right. Sometimes I like to see those go away when there's just a slight bump. Let's see if the player can play through it. And if he can play through it, we have nothing.
So each team in the double bonus with 10 fouls each. So we've had at least 20 fouls called this game. That's at least 21. I think we're more than 21. That's going to be on I believe that's on number 40, 4-0. And I'm going to check let me check our roster here, make sure we have a number 40. We do. It's Ethan Billy, number 40. Ethan Billy into the game, gets called for a foul right there. Make sure we got him down there. Ethan Billy with a foul. All right, Ethan Billy. Let's see if Ethan Billy can get some points here. Help us out coming off the side. Help Ganado out right here. Going to see a shot. Oh, Mr. Paddock, Grant Paddock, is going to shoot the three. Drove the lane, drew the foul. Nice work.
Yeah, good things happen offensively if you get into the middle of the lane. And obviously bad things happen for the defense if you do.
So true. Either got to collapse and try to stop it, or they'll kick the ball back out.
Yeah. On that, you like to see the St. John's player just keep your arms straight. Don't try to block the shot. Hunter Jarvis is so long.
Yeah, he really is, isn't he?
It's like I'm on repeat because there's so many long players for St. John's this year.
Right.
Just play position basketball at that point.
Grant Paddock, number 30 for the Hornets. His favorite basketball team, North Carolina.
Go Tar Heels.
The Tar Heels. And that was on the line, so you could see that hit the baseline from here. So North Carolina, his favorite team, number 30, Grant Paddock, one of the starters for the Hornets. He's in there. He's got, I think, at least 3 fouls right now, so he's got to be careful not to pick up a foul going in with 44 seconds to go here in the second period. Grant Paddock, over to his friend. Nice pass right there. Way to hold on to it as well. Good hustle by Afton Cox. Doesn't get picked up on the foul. Goes out of bounds. Number 30, Grant Paddock, a little bit frustrated with himself. He really wanted that ball.
Yeah, great hustle though by Afton.
That's a great hustle by number 5, Afton Cox.
But that's all he does is hustle.
He is Mr. Hustle. When he's not relaxing to Frank Sinatra, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Nice work right there by number 5, Wyatt James for the Hornets, going up, not getting called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, trying to do a little too much right there.
Yep.
Got caught taking steps.
Yep. So what happens now is 20 seconds to go in the second half. Momentum starting to shift back to Ganado. They're on St. John's home court, but you feel that momentum starting to shift back into the game. Comes Ethan Harvey, number 32 for the Hornets, and number 3 comes in Alfred Reed. These are all the starters now for the Hornets. Coach is probably wanting to get a basket if he can before the clock expires. You'd like to see him go straight up right there. He had it if he would have went straight up there.
Yeah,
He
give
just
a
hesitated.
pump fake.
Yep.
Get him in the air and get the point. Get him in foul trouble
Right.
too.
Get him up in the air and go right into him, shoot right
Absolutely.
into him, try to make the basket, draw the foul. So another foul.
And St. John's, they're trying to block everything.
They are trying to block they're leaving their feet every time the player picks his head up. So
Yeah, pump fake, go up, you got it.
just keep taking advantage of that. So this is number 3, Alfred Reed for Ganado.
Yeah,
His favorite color is blue. Favorite color is blue. I'm thinking it's kind of that. Is that a baby blue, Celeste? I don't mean to. I don't know the differences in blues, but Paul, is that baby blue? What color is
It's like
that?
a robin's egg
it's blue.
It's
Blue.
A very light
Yeah, there
blue.
you go. It's blue. Very light blue. Robin egg blue. That's a new one for me. You remember that if you're listening to this broadcast. Robin egg blue if you want to sound cool. Like you know what you're talking about. Because Paul and I sure don't. But
I don't.
yeah, so his favorite color is robin egg blue for the Hornets. He'd like to have got all those foul shots in, but he didn't. So Ganado with 3 seconds, 2, 1, spin and shoot. And that's the end of the first half. Ganado cuts it to 10 points.
If you're Ganado, you're happy.
Yes.
St. John's had an opportunity to run away with it. You kept scratching and fighting. You're down 10.
Right?
You brought it down to 10 on the road.
It was
I think most
literally
coaches will take that.
was literally 26-11.
Yeah.
And now it's 26-16. So St. John's never scores again. Ganado picks up 5 more points, and they go in down by 10. They do have a couple players in foul trouble. Ganado's had at least 10 team fouls. I think they have 12 team fouls total. St. John's has at least 13 team fouls, possibly 14. I didn't see the last 2. So they've got players in trouble as well. They've got a deeper bench, it looks like, than maybe Ganado does. St. John's has a little deeper bench, but definitely Charlie Humphreys, the 6'2 senior, he's got either 3 or 4 fouls on him. I think it's 4.
4. Charlie has 4.
So that's not good. But we're going to be quiet now so you can enjoy this halftime performance.
Well, I was going to say that we're not showing the halftime performance.
Okay.
I got a phone call from Mr. Bradshaw. This is probably their super secret routine that they're getting ready to go do at State. So they don't want anyone to see it. So we're not going to show it to you, but I guarantee it's going to be awesome. Maybe you should have just came tonight.
Hey, you know
and
what?
You could have seen it.
If you didn't come tonight, you missed out on a routine that is going to win State. Is this the spirit line?
I think so.
It is. They just qualified for state
They
this
qualified,
last weekend,
right?
so they're headed to state here in the next month.
We're having a send-off for them this week, I believe. I saw it on a banner. All right, so sorry you can't see it. They're doing a great job out there. Yep, 10 total people on the floor right now. They got 10. Oh, 2 just ran off. Okay, that's awesome.
That's a crazy flip right there.
Wow, wow! They just flipped that girl twice, and she almost hit the rafters.
Good lift. Good lift.
Wow. I hope they don't drop her. She was 20 feet in the air. Well, let's say 12. She's above the rim. Man, if you're a Spirit line from another school, I feel bad for you because it's going to be rough down there. Looks like St. John's is going to win state.
I think so.
And
My wife's a big-time cheerleader. She loves cheerleading.
Yes, that's
And
right.
So I just want to go on the record as saying that cheerleaders today are athletes. The stuff that they can do
It's
and the
crazy.
routines they do is unreal. They are truly athletes,
Crazy.
and they need credit.
I couldn't agree more. They just flipped 2 girls at the same time. I can't even jump rope twice.
I try to jump rope. I end up on my face.
Right?
It's ugly.
And they're down there flipping girls around like it's just normal. Great job by the St. John's Spirit line right there.
Great job.
So that's what's going on during halftime right now. Maybe you can hear the music. Sounds good. Miss Robertson, you have numbers for us?
I do. So
You announce,
Just
gather
to start
information,
off-
and keep all track of all the scoring. This is awesome.
with some of the fouls that we've had. So St. John's as a team has 10 fouls. It seems like more, but they've in the first half
it's only
they
10?
They only have 10.
Oh, good.
But as we talked about, Charlie Humphreys has 4, so it'll be interesting to see how much playing time he actually gets here in the second half since he's only got 1 more before he fouls out. Ganado has 12 fouls as a team, and Grant Paddock, number 30, he's got 3 of those. So as far as points go, Jordan Winters, number 1 for the St. John's Redskins, has 2 points. Afton Cox has 1 point. Jordan Manry has a bulk of the St. John's points with 10 points. Hunter Jarvis has 1 from a free throw. D'Angelo Spencer has his 3-point make from earlier in the game. Asher Rabin has 5 points, and Riley Green has 1 from a free throw as well. Moving over to the Ganado Hornets, Alfred Reed, number 3, has 5 points. Jaden Smith has 2 points. Wyatt James has 2 points. Nishan Begay has 2 points. Grant Paddock has 1 point from a free throw. Dorian Mills and Rice So both have 2 points each. So that's a point breakdown so far.
Right on. So Alfred Reed, number 3 for Ganado, is their lead scorer. And I just want to say that his favorite color is robin egg blue. That's what he likes, robin egg blue. He's smart. He knows. That is the blue on the Ganado uniform. So he's the leading scorer for Ganado. Everybody else has 2-2-2. And Ganado comes back out with just over 5 minutes to go before we start the third period. Ganado comes back out. I talked to Ganado's coach just a little bit before we started. He's got a bunch of talented kids on the team. They're a little bit young. He's got some young players out here. Most of his team does not have starting varsity experience, but they're getting a lot better. You can see they have good ball movement. And, Paul, you played college basketball. You played high school, obviously, as well, but college basketball. What do you think Ganado needs to do a little bit better to start scoring more than 16 points and a half?
You know, the big thing, patience. You know, if they work their offense like they did a few times in the first half and just be patient, work to get that open shot in the middle of the lane, they're good shooters. They're gonna knock them down. But sometimes pressure gets in your face, and you know it's either shoot it or lose it.
Right.
And so you throw it up, make a bad shot. Riley's getting the rebound. So I just like to see them be a little bit more patient, run when they get an opportunity defensively, because they finished on some great ones. But use their screens and just be patient. Look for the good shot, not just a shot, but a good shot.
Yeah, they do have some good runners down there. I would like to see them fast break a little bit more, just like you said. Especially if they get defensive rebounds, just go, man.
Absolutely.
Just fly down the court and get it done.
Yeah, they've done a great job finishing on some layups, so just keep at it.
So they're down there warming up. Just a couple basketballs. Not a whole bunch. St. John's down here doing the same thing. What does St. John's need to do offensively to try to get more output? That's only 26 points and a half. It's not bad for a high school basketball game, but you'd like to see at least 35 or so, at least 30 points and a half.
I think they pretty much have to do the same thing. You know, they got Riley Green in the middle, Hunter Jarvis that's tall. Who else? Charlie Humphreys is tall. You got 3 guys over 6'2", 6'3", on the floor.
6'3".
I mean, you're killing on the height. Work it in. If they don't have a great shot right away, kick it back out, and you have good enough shooters to knock down the 3. So just play as a team, work it in and out, and they'll be in great shape. And they got to get their intensity to stay high, like when they went on that 20, when they're up 25-11. They were working hard, and I think they relaxed a little bit.
So Ganado looking to cut it. It's going to go into double digits here. I want to give a shout-out real quick and a thank you to the crew that makes this possible. Actually, was down in Phoenix this morning. Got some Krispy Kreme donuts on the way back for our crew. Victor Chavez, he's the guy that is kind of pioneered this whole thing from a technical standpoint with the switchers. I don't even know what all those things are called down there to tell you. The TriCaster, or what we call the caster. He's got little switchers up there. Tonight we're running only 2 cameras. Usually we run anywhere from 3 to 4 cameras. And when we do that, Caden Castleberry, he is the one that's in charge of all the cameras. So we have a camera scoreboard, pitcher in, pitcher. We have a camera up top that you can see the top angle from, and then we'll have cameras down in both corners so you can see the floor shot. Caden's in charge of running all those, the batteries. He's a student here at St. John's High School. He's got a bunch of other students that help him out. And I don't know if we can ever get Caden on the broadcast, but we ought to get a headset on sometime and have him explain how it all works. The caster, I call them the switchers. I don't really know what they're called. The cameras, the switchers, the caster, the monitors, all the stuff that goes on up here. It's not quite Fox Sports, but it's close. It's very close. Other than the announcer, myself, it's top-notch. We're Fox Sports all the way, man. But these guys make it seem so easy. It's super complicated. There's a million wires up here. So a huge thank you to them. If you see this broadcast and you see Caden Castleberry around town, you better stop and buy him a soda. You better give him a bag of jerky, whatever he needs, man. Help the guy out. This guy's been doing it for what? Is it 2 years now, 3 years? We're on year 3, right?
Third year,
Caden, Caden started when he was a freshman.
He did.
Yeah, and now he's a junior. So he's a veteran. And what we're hoping is, with Judge Mike Latham's encouragement and with him taking money out of his own budget, digging into his own pocket, so to speak, we're hoping that these students that have an interest in broadcasting, in announcing, in commercials, media, all this type of stuff, will take this to the next level. They will go to school. They will pursue a career, whether it's in journalism, print, media, whatever it is. We're hoping that's what they'll do, that this program will get them going. So Mr. Caden Castleberry, you've heard me talk about him a lot over the last 3 years, but we're hoping that's one of the things he does. That's one of his interests, and he does a phenomenal job, as you can see from our broadcast tonight. We don't normally broadcast on a Monday night, but we're just happy to have Ganado here. So with the Hornets in town, this was the only game. There was no freshman or JV boys or girls, and then there was no girls varsity. So the only game here tonight in St. John's is the boys varsity teams. So Ganado getting ready to come out on the floor with St. John's as well. And a huge thank you to our crew. Krispy Kremes isn't enough, but it's something.
I tell you, though, we do disagree with you a little bit on one thing. We think our announcer's top-notch, too.
The Jocko drink?
Yeah, the Jocko. We have a great announcer for the girls' games, and then you come in and you do a phenomenal job with the boys' games.
Learned it all from Miss Robertson.
We're
advertising for our sugar-coated lies, those donuts everyone's eating.
Last year I'd come back from games and listening to the broadcast and enjoyed hearing you and what you bring and the positivity that you give to these kids.
Hey, these are just great kids.
We're grateful for
it. You know, we've all been high school athletes. We know how hard it is to be in high school. I mean, you're dealing with the social pressures, the peer pressure. You're trying to figure out where you are in life, trying to keep your grades up. You're trying to play sports. It's one of the busiest, most complicated times in life. And that young man right there, number 42, Dorian Miles for the Hornets, cuts the lead to single digits now.
Yeah, that was a great 3. And you look at it in Ganado, St. John's, we have to deal with COVID as well, but it's going crazy up there.
It is,
and so
big time.
These poor kids, they have to deal with that on top of everything else, and
yes.
It's been devastating to the Navajo Nation.
And so our prayers go out to the Navajo Nation, all of our friends on the Navajo Nation. Paul, you have many, many friends up there. I do as well. And I'm just glad to see Ganado here. We didn't get to enjoy this last year. And so we're hoping next year, I know I've talked to Judge Mike Latham about it, our Superior Court judge. He's indicated that he would like to, if we're kind of through the pandemic, so to speak, he wants to go up and start broadcasting games live in Ganado, in Window Rock, in Chinle, Red Mesa, Rock Point, Rough Rock, all the schools that are part of the county of Apache County.
Have you been in Ganado's?
Yes, I love it.
The Hornet Nest?
Yes, it's so amazing. I love that place.
It's crazy how awesome it is.
It's the original. Look at that drive by Jordan Mannery going strong to the hoop right there, number 21. Jordan Mannery, the 6-foot senior for the Redskins, making it look easy as he goes up and over with a chance for a three-point play. But Ganado was the original, if you will.
They were. It was amazing when it
came
out.
The amazing football field,
the
baseball field,
and
then, of course,
softball.
The aquatic center, the softball field, the track, and then, of course, the big pavilion.
The pavilion.
That is such an awesome place. I remember the first time I went in there years ago. I just couldn't believe there was such an awesome facility right here in our county, right here in our own backyard. So,
yeah, now there's 3.
Yes. And then, of course, the Wildcat Den.
The Den.
Which is just amazing. And then Window Rock. The Window Rock Fighting Scouts with the Fighting Scout Center. They needed one more seat, I think, than Chinle. So
they had to, They're like, hey, we're the capital of the Navajo Nation. We have to have the biggest one.
So they brought in, and they put a phenomenal facility together. What a great pass right there. Good defense right there by number 23, Hunter Jarvis, to keep that from going in.
Yeah, you'd like to see the Ganado kid just go up hard and finish.
Go up hard, draw the foul. And Jordan Mannery with some good awareness right there. Keeps with the right hand as he's got his back to the basket on the spin around. And the Redskins back up by 12. Ganado had the lead down to 7 there just a second ago. So with that, we're hoping to be up there next year, and we're going to be able to broadcast games.
Yeah, they're all beautiful facilities. I know when I get officiate up there, it's always a highlight.
Man, you want to talk about loud.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Window Rock played Chinle up in the Wildcat Den. I was up there for that game, and it was so much fun, and it was a close game. It was wild. And then the next week I was up there, there was a private school. I think Scottsdale Prep or someone like that. And it was a close game, came down the wire, double overtime, and Chinle gets the win. It was crazy.
My dad always said a good official doesn't go into overtime.
That's exactly right. Hey, you got to get home, man. You don't get paid extra for overtime when you're officiating, I'm telling you.
Free basketball.
Yes.
I'm not very good because I've been to a lot of overtime games.
Not true. Not as good as your dad, but outstanding. So, look at that. So he does. He did exactly what you said, Paul. He drove, got right in there, drew the foul, and now he's going to go to the line, and that's number 5, Wyatt James. Wyatt James on the line right now. And you're welcome. If you are always welcome to leave comments for us, put stuff on it. We don't always see it. We may see it. Sometimes it gets out. Oh, thank you. So, yeah. Look, what a great movie by Wyatt James, 8 seconds. All right. Tough Hedeman, Lane Frost, those great bull riders back in the day, back when we were growing up as kids. I love that movie, 8 seconds.
Yeah, Bruce Bishop agrees that you're top notch. So,
well, hey, that's a big deal coming from California. They got a ton of good broadcasters and sport teams out there, so I appreciate that. So, Wyatt James going to get one more chance at it right here. 8 seconds, man. What a great movie. For those of you who don't know, it's a bull rider movie. So if you're a bull rider, you like rodeo and all that, you'll love 8 seconds. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Misses both, comes off the front. And number 21, Jordan Manor with a no-look pass to number 24. Wow, that was a great job right there. By D'Angelo Spencer.
Mr. Hustle.
And there he is, after Cox with the hustle. Almost turns into 2. Good rebound by Alfred Reed right there, who was looking up the floor for number 42. Dorian Miles just didn't quite get the pass to him. This is the patience you were talking about. Ganado needs to be a little more patient.
Yeah, they need to be a little bit better pass there. Got a little lazy with that pass. Sometimes they watch the NBA, and so they think that they have to throw it like the NBA does.
Right.
Those guys have millions of passes in them.
Millions.
So they know what they're doing a little bit more. Make a good, clean pass, get it to the open player, and get the points on the board.
The NBA, they're so athletic, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is.
That's a whole nother level of athlete right there. And Jordan Mannery, is he going to get called for the push?
Got a hand check.
Okay, hand check.
Trying to clean up, make the game not a physical game. So you put the hand on for an extended period of time, it's a hand check. Hit it multiple times with the hand, that's a hand check. And then if you put 2 hands, it's a hand check.
So is that 3 fouls? That's 5 fouls.
That's 3 fouls on number 5.
3 fouls, number 5, right?
But during this first stretch in the third quarter here, Grant Paddock picked up his 4th, so he's back on the bench for the Hornets.
Which is what you don't want to see, because Grant Paddock's having a good game. He's a starter for the Hornets. He's doing a good job. Wow, nice dribbling right there with an over-the-top finger roll by Jordan Mannery, who gets his own rebound.
With his board.
Jordan Mannery looking great tonight, having a great game tonight, hustling hard, number 21.
Yeah, Jordan's grown up a lot this year as a point guard. You can tell how much he's matured from the early games, from the Blue Ridge tournament.
He really has, hasn't he?
He's doing a great job tonight.
I don't even know if I want to read that one. What's something unique that most people don't know about you?
Huh.
His favorite college team, U of A. Go Wildcats, bear down. Jordan Mannery gets another one.
They have a great basketball program down there. I think the ranking came out again today, and they're 3rd, I think.
They're ranked 3rd right now?
I believe so.
That's incredible. They are doing a great job. Went down. Oh, man, I thought that was a good idea by number 42. Just didn't quite go with it there. But, yeah, I went down and watched the U of A game a couple years ago. I think it was Sean Miller's last year. But, man, they are athletic.
Oh.
Wow, that was a nice move by Jordan Mannery going up underneath and around. Just didn't quite finish. But he needs to keep doing that because, like you said, that penetration going inside, a lot of bad things happen for the defense.
Yeah, penetration kills defenses.
So St. John's up by 15 with just about 4 minutes to go here in the third period, 37-21. Timeout called right there. Is that a 30-second? I didn't see what he called, but timeout called right there by Ganado.
Full timeout.
Oh, it's a full timeout. Okay. So a full minute. Guys are getting a little bit tired. Going to give them a break. I think that's the first timeout Ganado's called tonight. 3 fouls for Ganado so far in this half, 1 foul for the Redskins. So they both cleaned it up quite a bit from what we had last half. I mean, we had, I think it was 22 fouls last half. We've only got 4 so far.
As an official, when you're blowing the whistle a lot like they did in the first half, you go into the locker room frustrated too.
Right.
Because that's not you don't want to be noticed out there. You don't want to call a lot of fouls. You want to let the kids play. And so we'll go in there and we'll have a talk. Like, hey, let's see if we can let them play now. We got the wrestling out. We got the fighting out. Let's see if we can let them play. And it looks like the team's adjusted well. And with, 4 fouls right now? So we're in good shape. Hopefully we didn't jinx them.
All right, so the St. John's girls basketball team. Celeste, give us maybe we can wait till the fourth quarter, but I think they're having a great year. We were going to talk about the St. John's girls basketball team. Maybe we'll wait till the fourth quarter.
They're ranked pretty high, too, I believe, in the
state. I think
they
are.
Ray Davis does a great job with those girls.
Yeah, Coach Davis is awesome. Miss Robertson's here. She's been calling all the games all season, so she's going to give us the breakdown. It's like being on Sports Center as everybody goes up to block that shot, but they don't get it.
Just pump fake. Give me a pump fake.
I'll tell you what, St. John's will jump at the first sign of a shot.
Yeah.
That's going to be on number 42. That's Dorian Miles. That's his second foul with 3:48 to go here in the third period. That's 4 team fouls on Ganado, just 1 for St. John's. Jordan Mannery doing his best. He's just maturing as a senior point guard. This is his first year starting, but he's doing a great job. And number 1, Jordan Winters with a nice jump right there. The 6'2 junior goes up, gets that ball, keeps it up in the air. That's the important part. Didn't bring it down, got the rebound, kept it up in the air, made the shot, gets called. So he gets a chance to go to 40 for St. John's right now.
Yeah, the cardinal sin for big men is bringing that ball down to where little guys can get it.
Isn't that the truth?
I tell you.
Don't do that. Do not do that.
I can't tell you how many times I was mad because, I got fouled. No, you didn't. You put it in someone else's hands. What you get's what you get.
That takes someone like you, Paul, a 6'6" guy, and makes you about 3'6".
Exactly.
You cut about 3 feet just right off yourself. All your advantage is gone.
Yep.
So number 4, Jaden Smith bringing the ball down, looking for help underneath. Gets it over to number 20. That's Nashawn Begay. Back to number 24. That's Raheem Nez, who almost goes. And D'Angelo goes for the steal, doesn't get it, makes the shot if you count air balls. So luckily they called it off.
Air balls are always good.
What happens if the whistle blows and you shoot like that? You're not supposed to, but the officials will let it go if it's not super disruptive.
Yeah, you know, you're not supposed to. You could give them a delay warning,
Okay.
stuff like that, or you could give them a technical foul.
If like he did it again, or you told him, hey, don't do that anymore, and he does it again.
Yep.
Okay.
So I've seen some technical fouls for dunking a dead ball. And I hate
yes,
them.
dunking.
I hate technical fouls.
But I get
right
that.
Now.
You can't dunk. You're up in the air. You can hurt somebody. There's other players around. Everybody quits. They quit looking at the basket, the ball. They go into they're just not paying attention, so people can get hurt.
Yeah.
What
I give about 5 technical fouls a year.
Yeah?
I gave 2 in my last game, though. So.
Oh, no. So you're getting them out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, that was a great job. We weren't able to. Number 42, Dorian Miles, had a great drive right there and finished, and then got the back end of that three-point play. So 15-point lead again with 3:02 to go here in the third period. Redskins up on the floor right now. Afton Cox, Jordan Winters, number 23 is Hunter Jarvis, and then of course you've got D'Angelo Spencer out there along with Jordan Mannery for the Redskins. For Ganado, who just got fouled on the floor right now for Ganado, is number 40, Ethan Billy. Number 5 is Wyatt James. Number 42 is Dorian Miles. Number 20 is Nashawn Begay. And right there underneath is getting ready to take out the balls. Number 4, Jaden Smith, Mr. 8 seconds himself, going to take it out. He looks like a bull rider, man.
I was thinking the same thing as he ran across there.
Just that short, compact, really strong little body, man. You throw him on a bull, and that guy's going to stick like glue. He may be at the Thompson Memorial Rodeo. I'll have to look for him when I'm up there this year. Maybe he'll be riding bulls.
I bet he is.
CNRA. Any of you out there fans of the CNRA? Love the CNRA. Used to go to a ton of rodeos. Watch those guys. CNRA, Central Navajo Rodeo Association, right here in our own backyard in Apache County. D'Angelo Spencer just pulls up, makes it look easy. No one on him.
He says, if you're not going to guard me, I'll just put it in for you.
Yeah, I'll just Steph Curry you. And right there.
Yeah, Riley Green thought he was fleet of foot for a second, and he realized he was as fast as me.
So, another foul going down right here. That is only the first foul as Jordan Winters goes out and number 4, Asher Rabin, comes in. That's only the first foul for Riley Green, number 22 for St. John's, with 2:25 to go here in the third period. The bull rider, Jaden Smith, with the ball going against Afton Cox. Oh, that is such a nice shot right there. Doesn't go in, but I love how he accelerates, comes up, squares up to the basket, and just makes a nice jumper right there for Wyatt James. He's got to keep doing that.
That was a great job by Riley, though. Closing out, hands up, not leaving his feet, though.
Right.
But contesting the shot, making it a little bit more difficult.
He's going to get an open look. Decides to drive the lane and gets off to number 50. Call for a push right there. So that's going to be, I think, the second foul on number 22, Riley Green, for the Redskins. That evens the team fouls up 5-5 with a flip-flop score. It's like that Rush album, 21-12. It's 42-24. St. John's up. Got a clean look, but you want to, when you get that pass, you want to be right there on the three-point line.
Yeah.
So for Ganado, when you come around that cut, you want to make sure you're right by the line so you don't have to do anything but just shoot.
Yeah, that's the worst when you're starting your offense so far away.
Right. And Riley Green tries to get a shot off, doesn't quite get it.
Oh.
D'Angelo Spencer comes away with the rebound. Jordan Mannery kicks it over to Asher Rabin, who is now 2 for 4, 50% from the field. Asher Rabin with his second three-pointer of the night. St. John's with a 21-point lead on that three-pointer.
You like that? Drive down the lane, kick it out to the wide open three.
Love that.
Those are the ones that you're going to hit. You're stepping into it, right to the basket.
Yes.
In rhythm. Those are great shots.
That's college-looking ball where they get that penetration. You got guys in the corner at the top. Now you got to do is kick it to the open lane for yourself and let your teammate do the rest.
Absolutely. Just get where you're comfortable. Be ready for the ball.
42 right there. Goes up and over the backboard. Doesn't quite get it. Riley Green with the rebound off the Dorian Miles miss. Jordan Mannery switches to the left hand, goes back to the right for the floater. Gets it, and he's going to push it up top to D'Angelo Spencer, who takes another shot and air ball. Well, I guess he hit the backboard, but We're going to have to work with them. At least it's when the whistle's being blown. With just over a minute to go here. St. John's still in that press. Oh, nice pass up top, but Afton Cox knocks it out of bounds. So the bull rider, Jaden Smith, tries to go to number 5, Wyatt James. Afton Cox, number 5 for the Redskins, just tips it out of bounds. So into the game comes Alfred Reed.
So my dreams come true.
Oh, let's hear this.
My dreams come true.
Dreams do come true.
Remember last time I said we were talking at the wrestling, and the great Bill Bell, and I said I just wanted someone to call me the great Paul Hancock.
Yes, the great Paul Hancock.
Derek Cavey just posted the great Paul Hancock. So now I can die a happy man.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the St. John's Redskins versus Ganado Hornets, we have the great Paul Hancock announcing with us. He's up here tonight, the great Paul Hancock, giving you the breakdown of why the calls matter and what the calls mean. And while we're talking about great people, the great Verl Heap, who is no longer with us but is the greatest coach in the history of the state of Arizona, the floor and the gym named after him, he actually has 2 grandsons helping coach tonight. Coach Stacy Waite is the head coach. Nice pass. And to your point guard underneath. Your point guard, Jordan Mannery, underneath gets it. But as I was saying, Verl Heap, the best coach in the history of the state of Arizona. Oh, let's see, number 50 goes in. Right hand off the glass. Rariso with 2 points. Nice job.
Look at Big Riley running. Give the ball to Riley.
Right.
Give it to him.
Oh, and he draws the foul. But Verl Heap, the greatest coach in the history of the state of Arizona. 8 state championships, 4 runner-up. He went to the state championship game literally 50% of the time he coached. It's unbelievable. Every other year he was in the state championship game, and 8 times out of 12, you can do the math on that, 8 times out of 12 he won the state championship. But he's got 2 grandsons that are down there helping coach the Redskins tonight. Michael Lindsay's down there, and then, of course, Casey Heap, both grandsons of his. Our head coach for the Redskins is Stacy Waite. He was a great player in his own right, graduated in 91. He was an all-state player for St. John's for 3 years. He started as a sophomore and did a great job. So Ganado also got a great coach and great players out here tonight. They're just very young and they're learning. That's a great pass right there. Good pass right there by 5-0, and Wyatt James finishes it at the other end. A great steal by Alfred Reed, who gets a shot off. Oh, what a great steal by Alfred Reed, and gets a shot off and almost gets
hustle.
2.
Love the hustle. And it's hard for Ganado. I mean, they set out all of last year. All of our northern schools set out, and they're struggling this year to get the rhythm back.
You don't realize how much that affects a player. But while we have a second, Ms. Robertson, give us a rundown, a season cap so far for the Lady Redskins varsity team. I understand they're having a pretty good year.
Yeah, absolutely. So our Lady Redskins, the varsity team, is undefeated in regular season play. In fact, all 3 teams, all 3 Lady Redskins basketball teams are undefeated. So the entire program has not had a loss yet this year.
That's crazy.
And I think
that's got to be like, what, 30 games or more?
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, and you think of, how great of a coach Coach Davis is. I was lucky enough to play for him when I was in high school, but it just speaks to the program that he's built, not just on the varsity level, but all the way through. You've got Coach Platt coaching the freshman girls, and then you've got Coach Trevor Waite coaching the JV girls. So all 3 of them have done a fantastic job, and I think it also speaks to the caliber of female athletes that we have currently at St. John's High School. There's a ton of them. And there's a lot of athletes, and they've got just great attitudes. And I'm lucky to get to coach them in volleyball and to see that they're carrying that attitude and athleticism and hard work all in the basketball is great to see.
And, winning is contagious. It just continues from sport to sport. And the St. John's Redskin girls have had great tradition of winning a lot of state championships over the years. In fact, they won a couple back when I was kind of coming out of high school, and they've just been winning ever since. Coach Polzifer was there, took them to a lot of state championships, and then, of course, Coach Ray Davis. Coach Davis, if you're listening, I think Coach Davis is like 65.
He's underneath us.
Or is he 67?
Yeah, there he is underneath us there.
Oh, no, well, he actually only looks like he's about 43. Maybe I got his age wrong.
Yeah,
he's 43, 44. I was thinking maybe he's 57, something like that. But
yeah, I think he's 49, 50.
49, 50. That's what it is.
That Mack truck's coming, though. When you hit 50, that truck hits you hard.
That's what I hear.
I tell you, it's true.
Coach Davis, congratulations to you. He's actually not even 50 yet. He's a great guy. Used to play sports with him in high school. Wonderful coach, wonderful human being. And Miss Robertson, what was Coach Davis like? Was he a tough coach? He seems like he'd be kind of a tough coach.
He is. The teammates that I played with, we like to give him a hard time because we tell him he's gotten soft over the years.
Oh,
because
yeah,
when we had him,
right?
he was
much tougher.
He was pretty intense. He's known to condition his girls and make them run. There were times during Christmas break that he'd make us run to practice and from wherever we lived in town, and then we'd run some more at the gym. And
I'd be like, I live at the football field.
Right.
I live in the bleachers.
So I think but he's also a great coach. He makes you want to play for him and play well, and he's got a great offensive system, a great defensive system. So he's just an all-around great coach.
Oh, Asher Rabin just right off the rim. Nice shot there by Asher Rabin.
I tell you, one of the calling card for the Lady Redskins basketball program for as long as I've been officiating, which has been 2 or 3 years, is they outwork everybody.
2 or 3 years with the 0 on the end.
They outwork everybody. They work hard. They play smart. And I was even officiating back in Celeste's days.
Yes, that's right. So that's, what are you, 21, 22?
So that was only about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, 3-4 years ago.
So that's probably my first year officiating with Celeste.
Paul, you've been officiating for, seriously, 23 years?
I think this is my
years?
I think this is my 25th.
25, okay. Wow. A quarter century, man.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You've seen it all.
I think.
Seen most everything. 21-point lead for the Redskins with 6:30 to go here in the fourth period. Ganado's already at 7 fouls. Nice rebound right there by Jordan Manor. You got your point guard, I think, has more rebounds tonight maybe than anybody else. He's all underneath that basket.
Yeah, he's working hard. You love to see that when your point guard works that hard, everyone else has to work hard too.
And that's going to be 5 fouls for Wyatt James, so he's going to foul out tonight.
So Wyatt James, number 5 for the Hornets. He's got 5. Let's see who Coach puts in for him. That first shot falls for Jordan Mannery. Into the game comes number 30 and number 4. So that is number 30, Grant Paddock. He's back in the game. And number 4, Jaden Smith. And out of the game, of course, comes number 20, Nashawn Begay. And then, of course, Wyatt James, who just fouled out. So that's who's on the floor right now for Ganado. A conference right here. What's being said at these conferences? Do you guys sometimes talk about who's riding on with who? Are we getting something to eat, or
usually,
is it serious?
No, it's usually like trying to figure out who's buying tonight.
Okay.
Who had the worst call? No, I think what's going on here, they're just trying to figure out what's going on. They subbed a kid out, and they still shot the free throw when it should have been a dead ball, something like that.
Okay. So at the 22-point lead, just going to let it go. A learning moment there. So Jordan Manor with one more shot. Puts it up off the left side. There it is, just off the right side. You like to see him set his feet a little more. And the bull rider, number 4, Jaden Smith, still hustling.
Good hustle.
Helped up by number 4 from St. John's, Asher Raven. Great sportsmanship out there between these two schools. Not rivals, but just down the road from each other. About an hour and a half either way.
Yeah, I was watching on Facebook last week when the Ganado and St. John's was playing, and St. John's didn't get to play in their nice facility.
Oh, they didn't get to play in the pavilion?
They didn't play in the pavilion. They're playing at the old high school gym.
Oh no, that's a great gym. I played in there, but man, the pavilion is just awesome.
Man, I did a game there in their old gym.
Yeah,
and it was between them and Tuba City.
Oh no!
And winners in the playoffs.
Oh no!
And it went to overtime, so we weren't very good officials. It was me and the late Tom Ortega.
Oh, okay.
And it was so loud. They're making announcements.
Only 2 officials, right?
Only 2.
So
back
that's
in the
an
day.
excuse. That's a good excuse to have there.
Yeah.
If you had 3, it wouldn't have went to overtime.
No, but they're making announcements. Sit a little closer. Sit a little closer. I think they kicked the fire marshal out.
Yeah.
Said you can't come in today.
That guy was locked into the locker room.
Yeah, and I can't remember who won it, but one of them comes down and hits a deep 3 to go ahead, and the other team hits a half-court shot at the buzzer to get the win. But phenomenal game, great crowd, loud, obnoxious. It was fun.
Good job by Alfred Reed right
there's
there.
our guy right there.
He gets the basket, forces the turnover, and then Jaden Smith, tough Hedeman himself, takes it to the other end.
Yeah,
now it's 20. 20
Stacey
up.
Waite's not happy now. Give up a couple of easy buckets.
Right. Got to keep playing. Got to keep playing defense.
And that's great. It's like, hey, we got to get that. We got to develop a killer instinct. We can't let teams back in games.
For sure. You've got to keep it up because when you play those teams in the playoffs and your region tournament and all that, every basket counts, every out, every jump ball.
Kyle James watching, and Kyle's been watching a lot of our games.
Kyle James, love that guy, Big Bird himself.
He says, great patient playing tonight for the Skins. They get some good looks when they slow it down. The players are definitely settling into their roles. Great work. He's 100% right.
Great announcing, Kyle James. If you're here, one of these games, man, come up top with us so you can announce.
Absolutely.
I know Kyle James had the most blocks of any player in any level his senior year. I don't know if it's a state record, but I know he had the record for that year of the most blocked shots his senior year. He did a great job. I think those guys went to the state semis that year.
I think so.
Oh, look at the bull rider.
There he is.
Number 4.
With the
Takes
finger
it
roll.
again. Jaden Smith, finger roll over the front. And smart job right there defensively by St. John's. You don't need to foul.
Yeah.
There's no reason to foul right there.
Charlie Humphreys is back in
Charlie
with
Humphreys.
his 4th foul.
D'Angelo Spencer takes a little too long to pull the trigger. And the Cowboy, 8 seconds, gets it up to number 30. That is Grant Paddock, one of the starters. Oh, he tries to go through the legs and thinks better of it. Back to number 3. Reed over the top. Nice rebound there by Jordan Manor. Your point guard pushing it up. You got your point guard to your big man. Off the glass, smooth like that.
Yeah, great job.
Back up to 20 points.
Gathering himself right there and taking an easy jump shot instead of rushing it.
With under 4 minutes to go here, St. John's up by 20. Ganado has some good players on the floor. You can see they just need a little more experience, like you were saying.
Yeah, they got good little players. I think they're going to be okay in the future. It's a really tough year for them this year. I think they're at 0-14 or something.
Looking for the first win. Didn't have much of a season or any real season to speak of last year. Trying to stay in shape. Plus, it's literally like playing with a mask on your face.
Right?
You almost feel like St. John's needs to put a mask on, kind of give them that.
Charlie Humphreys got his 5th.
Yep, he's out. So 5 fouls. Charlie Humphreys fouls out. He had 4 in the first half, so he did good to get all the way into the 4th period. Push and call it, number 30. Big Grant Paddock for the Hornets. Chance of the three-point play cuts the lead to 18. 56-38 with 3:43 to go here in the 4th period. And Grant Paddock going to the line. Miss Robertson, we have a game here tomorrow. St. John's plays Blue Ridge.
Yes, because of the canceled games and because they canceled the games on Thursday as well, the school tried to get some additional games added, and Blue Ridge was available. So Blue Ridge is going to come over here and play in the Burl Heap Gymnasium tomorrow night. It'll be both girls and boys. So
right on.
We'll have both the girls and boys varsity broadcasts.
So join us on Legacy Team Productions. Legacy Team Productions, courtesy of Judge Mike Latham, Apache County Superior Court Judge.
Yeah, those should be some pretty good ball games too.
Do you know anything about the Blue Ridge girls?
They have a new coach this year.
I don't know too much about them. I haven't seen them play. I know our freshman girls played them this year, but they're the only team that's played Blue Ridge so far. But Blue Ridge usually has a pretty good program, so
I think I'm gonna have to show up for that game. I gotta show up and watch at least the 4th quarter of that game. See if they can keep the win streak alive. Oh, the point guard underneath again. Jordan Mannery almost gets it. Hunter Jarvis kicks it back to D'Angelo Spencer, who will shoot anywhere on the floor.
Unconscious on that one.
He's out of his mind. St. John's back up to a 21-point lead. D'Angelo Spencer, number 24, making it look easy out there. Off that left corner. Down there deep in the left corner. So 2:56 to go, 4th period. St. John's up by 21. This is the biggest lead that I've seen St. John's has had all year. This consistent lead. They've had a double-digit lead since late in the 2nd period. D'Angelo Spencer better save some for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Save some for Blue Ridge, my friend.
Yeah, he's open. He's going to shoot it.
Knock
it down 2 in a row. That's a great job.
Keep an ace in the hole. Keep an ace in your back pocket, man. You got Blue Ridge tomorrow.
With St. John's playing with a lot of confidence. I think this is they've won 3 in a row, I believe.
That's right.
So this will be number 4 in a row. starting to play with some conference. We got Mr. Bradshaw coming in, getting some playing time.
There he is.
Good to see Byron
There
out
is
there.
number 2, Byron Bradshaw, the 5'9" senior in the game. That's awesome to see him in there. And number 10, that's Damon Thompson. He's the 5'10" senior. Gets in the game for the Redskins as well with 2:20 to go here in the fourth period. And Jordan Mannery, probably a little closer than he needs to be. You don't want to slow that clock down.
Yeah, clock's your friend. Just let it keep running right now.
So up by 24. They drive the lane. You just let them drive. Just stay there for the rebound in case it comes off the back of the rim. But no need to foul. So number 15, Kobe Begay for the Hornets, going to the line for the first time tonight. Nice shot right there. Good rotation, just in and out. Oh, there we go. Oh, Blue Ridge. Miss Celeste Robertson always has the numbers. The Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets boys basketball, they are 8-0. They are number 2 in the standings. Their overall rank in state is 8, so they have not lost in their conference. They beat a lot of good schools, actually. Joe City, Window Rock, so going to be a great game here tomorrow night. Santa Cruz, Altusay, San Manuel, they beat all these teams. So, of course, Ganado, Winslow, Northland Prep. So Blue Ridge boys having a great season so far. They are 8-0. Going to have a timeout called here. Coach Waite wanted to get some players in? What was that?
That was a 10-second backcourt count.
Oh, okay.
You got 10 seconds to get the ball past the line, and he didn't quite get there.
I thought he was only at 7 seconds right there. I didn't realize that was 10.
It was a fast 10.
That's all right. Get it across the line. Don't mess around. So into the game for the Redskins, Tristan Manier, the 5'10" sophomore. He's in the game. Number 34 is also in the game. That's Henry Thompson, the 6'2" junior. And then, of course, number 2, Byron Bradshaw in the game. And with the ball right now for the Redskins, that's number 11. Let me tell you, Byron Bradshaw with the ball down underneath. Gets over number 34. Needs to spin and drive right there on the left side.
Yeah, had a little
call
opening.
for a travel. You'd like to see him just spin right there and go in with the left and score at the top. Henry Thompson, he is a 6'1" junior, first year on varsity, so he'll see the video of that tomorrow, watch the film, and then he'll realize, man, I'm going to do that next time.
Derek Cavey says that Blue Ridge lost to Payson on Friday.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. So Blue Ridge lost to Payson. All right.
Yeah.
The AIA website doesn't have it updated, so we're going to have to get updates tomorrow.
It might not be a game that counts either in the standings, too.
Oh, okay.
But you'd think
You're
it
right,
would,
you're right.
because that's a 3A East game, I think.
Yeah.
So who knows?
So we'll see. So we'll get updated tomorrow. We'll get prepared for the Blue Ridge game and get ready to go. Sounds like it's going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, I think it has great potential. Both the boys and girls, I think, should be pretty good ball games.
And maybe he knows where the Blue Ridge girls are at or what the Blue Ridge record is for girls. St. John's is undefeated. Miss Robertson just told us all that. They are undefeated. Freshman, JV, and varsity St. John's girls teams have not lost all season. That's a combined 35, 36 wins for all 3 programs.
I tell you, to beat St. John's girls, you have to outwork them, and I think that's impossible.
Right.
Those girls are crazy how hard they work, diving on the floor for loose balls, getting every rebound that they can. They are a blast to watch play the game. Ray does a great job with them.
So you're going to have to outshoot them, I guess, if you're going to beat them.
Yeah.
All right, so about a minute and 10 to go here in the fourth period. St. John's up by 24 points. Both teams have 8 fouls overall. And in for the Redskins, we've got some players that don't get a lot of playing time, so we're super happy they're out there. Number 10 right there, Damon Thompson, he's out there, the 5'10". Byron Bradshaw, number 2, gets the ball coming back up. Used to love to watch his brother Spencer Bradshaw shoot 3-pointers. It was so awesome.
Yeah,
and then
he was a great player.
Number 15, Tristan Manier with the ball. Back to Damon Thompson, the 5'10" senior out there, who gets over to number 34. That's Henry Thompson, the 6'1" junior, who just – nice rebound right there by Tristan Manier. Go straight back up, son. Nice work. Oh, good rebound by number 12 for Ganado. Jacob Yazzie with a good rebound and again called for foul. So Jacob Yazzie going to get a couple foul shots with 25.2 seconds to go here in this fourth and final period. Oh, nope. Offensive. Sorry, my bad.
No, they're shooting one.
Oh, they are. Okay. That's what I thought.
Robert was just a little confused. Sometimes you do that.
It's all right. We're just happy he's here. He's actually calling a great game tonight, so we're just glad he's up here going. So number 12 for the Ganado Hornets, Jacob Yazzie, going to be out there on the floor.
Yeah, the officials, they did a good job tonight. They've kept it under control. Let the kids play a little bit.
Almost with the rebound, steps out of bounds, so going to go back over to Ganado. So taking it out, number 12, Jacob Yazzie. Chaser up underneath to number 10 for Ganado, loses the ball. Back to number 15, that's Kobe Begay. And number 24 tries to pass it, but a nice steal by Tristan Manier, the 5'9" sophomore. Gets it stolen, and they start like dancing.
Great job.
It was like promenade waltzing out there. So good call there. Good call for the jump ball. That was like 12 feet on the floor.
That was a great play.
So possession goes to Ganado. Loses it. St. John's with the ball back. Down to 3 seconds. Tristan Manier gets a shot off at the buzzer off the back of the rim, and St. John's goes in victorious 65-41. That's their 4th win in a row. St. John's on a 4-game win streak, gets a nice 24-point victory tonight against on their region foes, Ganado Hornets. Wishing the spirit line, the cheer line, great luck. Work hard, ladies, at state. And thank you to Ganado. Thank you, Mr. Paul Hancock, for being up here tonight, lending us your 25 years of expertise in officiating. And Miss Celeste Robertson, thank you for being up here tonight, giving us your comments on what you see different between the boys and the girls, all the stats you took, the report on the girls' game. Thank you for that. And, of course, Judge Mike Latham, our Apache County Superior Court judge, making all this happen, having the vision to do this. And then, of course, Victor Chavez that makes it happen on the controls. Caden Castleberry with all the cameras and keeping all the students in line and making our broadcast happen. And to everybody out there, thank you to Ganado, the Hornets, for coming down here tonight. It was a great game. Coach, a great game. Thanks for bringing the players down here. Everybody drive home safe. Have a great night, and God bless.